Kraft singles are one of the most recognizable processed cheese products in the world, known for their smooth texture, consistent meltability, and convenience. While they are often referred to as cheese, they are technically labeled as a pasteurized prepared cheese product due to regulatory standards and their unique manufacturing process. The story of Kraft singles is deeply intertwined with the history of processed cheese itself, an innovation that revolutionized how cheese was consumed, stored, and distributed. The creation of Kraft singles involves a carefully controlled series of steps that transform natural cheese into a uniform, shelf-stable product. But to fully appreciate their significance, it's important to explore their origins and how they became a household staple. The history of Kraft singles begins with the broader history of processed cheese, which dates back to the early 20th century. In 1916, Canadian businessman James L. Kraft patented a method for pasteurizing cheese to prevent spoilage, extending its shelf life significantly. This was a major breakthrough at a time when natural cheese had a limited lifespan and was prone to separation or mold. Kraft's process involved shredding natural cheese, heating it with emulsifying salts, and then cooling it into a stable, homogeneous product. This not only made cheese last longer, but also ensured a consistent texture and flavor, addressing the inconsistencies that came with traditional cheesemaking. The US government recognized the value of this innovation, particularly during World War I, when Kraft's processed cheese became a key ration for soldiers due to its durability and nutritional value. By the 1930s, Kraft Foods had further refined its cheese processing techniques and began experimenting with pre-sliced cheese. However, it wasn't until the 1950s that Kraft singles, as we know them today, were introduced. The post-war era in America was marked by a surge in convenience foods, as families embraced time-saving products that fit into the fast-paced, modern lifestyle. Kraft capitalized on this trend by launching individually wrapped cheese slices in 1949, initially under the name Kraft Deluxe Slices. These slices were a hit, offering consumers an easy way to add cheese to sandwiches and burgers without the hassle of slicing or grating. The product was later rebranded as Kraft Singles in the 1960s, solidifying its place in American kitchens. The manufacturing process of Kraft singles builds upon the early innovations of James L. Kraft, but incorporates modern advancements in food technology. The process begins with real cheese, typically a blend of cheddar, Colby, and other varieties, which is aged to develop flavor before being shredded and mixed. Unlike traditional cheese, which is made directly from milk, Kraft singles undergo further processing to achieve their distinct characteristics. The shredded cheese is combined with emulsifiers, such as sodium citrate or sodium phosphate, which help bind the fats and proteins together, preventing separation when melted. This step is crucial for creating the smooth, homogeneous texture that defines processed cheese. Once the cheese blend is prepared, it is heated in large stainless steel cookers under controlled conditions. The heat, along with constant stirring, ensures even melting and thorough incorporation of the emulsifiers. During this stage, additional ingredients such as milk, whey, and preservatives may be added to adjust moisture content, enhance flavor, and extend shelf life. The mixture is pasteurized to eliminate any harmful bacteria, making the product safe for consumption. This heating process also deactivates enzymes that would otherwise continue aging the cheese, ensuring that the flavor and texture remain stable over time. After the cheese mixture reaches the desired consistency, it is pumped into molding equipment. The molten cheese is poured onto a conveyor belt, where it is spread into a thin, even layer. As it moves along the production line, the cheese cools and solidifies into a large, continuous sheet. Precision is key at this stage, as the thickness of the sheet determines the final thickness of each individual slice. Once solidified, the sheet passes through cutting machines that slice it into uniform portions. These portions are then stacked and separated by thin sheets of plastic to prevent sticking. The next phase involves packaging, which is designed to maintain freshness and convenience. Each stack of cheese slices is fed into a machine that wraps them in individual plastic sleeves. This packaging not only keeps the cheese from drying out, but also makes it easy for consumers to separate slices as needed. The wrapped slices are then grouped into larger packages, sealed and labelled for distribution. Throughout the entire process, quality control measures are in place to ensure that every slice meets Kraft standards for taste, texture, and safety. One of the defining features of Kraft singles is their meltability, which makes them a popular choice for grilled cheese sandwiches, burgers, and other hot dishes. This characteristic is achieved through the emulsification process, which prevents the cheese from becoming greasy or separating when heated. Unlike natural cheese, which can release oils and become stringy when melted, Kraft singles maintain a smooth, creamy consistency. This reliability has contributed to their widespread use in both home kitchens and food service industries. Nutritionally, Kraft singles differ from natural cheese due to the inclusion of additives and a higher moisture content. While they provide protein and calcium, they may also contain higher levels of sodium and preservatives compared to unprocessed cheese. The labeling of Kraft singles as a cheese product rather than cheese reflects these differences, as US food regulations require products with certain additives or lower cheese content to be labeled differently. Despite this, many consumers appreciate the convenience and consistent quality that Kraft singles offer. The cultural impact of Kraft singles cannot be overstated. They became a symbol of mid-century American innovation, embodying the shift toward convenience foods that defined the post-war era. Advertisements in the 1950s and 60s highlighted their ease of use, often showing happy families using the slices in sandwiches or atop casseroles. Over the decades, Kraft singles have maintained their popularity, even as food trends have shifted toward organic and artisanal products. Their affordability, long shelf life, and versatility ensure they remain a staple in many households. In recent years, Kraft has adapted to changing consumer preferences by introducing variations such as reduced fat, reduced sodium, and even plant-based alternatives. However, the classic Kraft singles continue to dominate the market, a testament to their enduring appeal. The product's success also reflects broader trends in food science and industrialization, demonstrating how technological advancements can transform a traditional food item into a mass-produced commodity without losing its core appeal. In conclusion, the making of Kraft singles is a multi-step process that builds on a century of innovation in cheese processing. From their early 20th century origins as a solution to cheese spoilage to their mid-century rise as a convenience food icon, Kraft singles have played a significant role in shaping modern eating habits. The manufacturing process, which involves emulsification, pasteurization, and precise packaging, ensures a product that is consistent, durable, and easy to use. While they may not meet the strict definition of natural cheese, their impact on food culture is undeniable. Whether enjoyed in a grilled cheese sandwich, melted over a burger, or eaten straight from the package, Kraft singles remain a testament to the intersection of food science, convenience, and tradition.